Urban Myth Dissolution Center. So, have a problem. The occult misery adventure game Urban Myth Dissolution Center is one of the best games I've played in a long time, even if it's a little bit old looking. On the strength of the actual gameplay, because I'm not taking in consideration any graphical aspect, because it's very simple. But again, we like games because of the gameplay. We like the games because the way how we spend time on them. And this time, what I enjoyed very much. So, how do you even explain how fantastic a game without giving away what makes it so darn great? Is a problem that many visual novels share. Much of what these titles work depend on the impact of their reveals and character moments. I can only vaguely promise you that the Urban Myth Dissolution Center delivers on all fronts and is so one of the most satisfying mystery stories out there. It also offers a rather haunting insight into the rampant spread of misinformation in our current age, sprinkled with a heavy obsession, the stronger the misery is to give it to some color. Going forward, I'll try to be vague as one of the finer details could be considered a spoiler, which is more testament for how glory Urban Myth Dissolution Center unfolds. Well, after being strong hammered into the work of the Urban Myth Dissolution Center, university student Azami Fukurai needs to learn how to use her special abilities to solve the strange occurrences in her city. She is taught how to do that by enigmatic and particular director Meguria and driven around the easygoing Jasmine. Together, they form a ragtag band of investigators who try to find out what's behind the ghosts and ghouls. With the help of her colleagues, Azami investigates hauntingly mundane environments and interrogates a cast of quirky characters to find the truth. While it seems simple of the gameplay front, the quality of writing more than makes up for it. Half the fun of solving the miseries is Azami's reaction of every reveal. Everyone in this story is a capital C character. Watching them freak out while something unexplainable happens is a frequent delight that only gets better as each case reaches its fever pitch conclusion. Each of the cases is presented of a standalone episode, all featuring into the epilogue and that eventually tie into the larger misery theme of the title, the greatest rest. From the first case to the last one, motifs are established that came up over and over again. This can make the title feel a little formulaic, but had me jump over my chair at the moments I clocked the game was going for. I wanted to stress it again that I need to be vogue about this because it rules, and I'm afraid that given even a hint will rob anyone reading this review or this watching my video. I just felt the game best moments. Just trust me, the game is very cleaner than its last of the first. So what about the dissolution? I think I can however talk about a simple yet focused art director of Urban Myth Dissolution Center. All the characters are extremely expansive and mute color scheme on the background clashes beautifully with bright red characters at points of interest. Even the menu a delight to click the read through. All the backgrounds are playfully detailed and look unsettling. While exploring, you start expecting something bright red to jump out or catch your eye for the next several. Some of the latest sequences manage to perfectly capture the sensation of mind interpreting something odd and all place on something supernatural occurrence. So the thing is about the information and about the lots and once you uncover enough information you will need to piece together the mystery with the help of your boss. He has also unusual power that allows him to watch every move and he always knows when to get in touch with you and talk throughout the confusing moments. He'll often ask you for a question about what really happened in the scene, and you'll be given a sentence full of blanks that you need to fill in correctly with a section of phrases. There's no punishment for getting this wrong, and he'll usually help guide you on the right path if you're struggling. But it's always nice of you ensure understand what's going on and to test you a little bit on the plot. Finally, when you spend a couple hours of investigating across multiple days and uncovering all the miseries, it's time for dissolution phase. This is where you rub up all loose ends and finally find out the truth. After answering questions and in doing so opening us a weirdly mystical tube with your boss, the truth will be revealed. And a few exciting big reveals will happen as you officially decide as the case of paranormal origins or something else. Every single case had a satisfying conclusion as far as I'm concerned and left me hungry for my miseries. To say Urban is a scary game would might be of an exaggeration, but the visuals absolutely add a creepy element to the process. The detailed pixel arts and the characters are so expensive that they starting to lose any creepy situation. It's really unnerving. Couple this with some seriously horrifying imaginary and it is a game will certainly put you on the edge of the middle of the night, if not quite reaching close on the soiling levels. Urban Myth Dissolution Center is a lively, spooky adventure game full of twists and turns that is so easy to devour thanks to its structure. Switching between online research, real-world investigation, and answering questions about the misery ensures you'll never get bored playing, and the paranormal elements add the edge of the slower-paced game like it really benefits from you. If you're looking for an engaging narrative and mysterious to solve them, I'd highly recommend you to join the Urban Myth Dissolution Center today. You would not regret it. If you can tell by now, I'm deeply loved by this game. I just don't want to give you very much yet, but I believe that my little parts, what I mentioned before in our review, will tell an important story about the made-up, easable, digestible realities behind the complicated, horrible events in our day-to-day lives. About social media, white knights, justice, a feel-good spectator spot, and how we treat tragedies, culprits, and their victims, and always online world. This game could never have been a better of time in light, and Urban Myth Center is a really compelling adventure game, thanks to intriguing narrative and spooky elements. The thing that I was saying, everything was in a good shape, but I should also highlight the bad in the end. Occasionally, the story asks you to repeat yourself a bit of much, which is kind of annoying a little bit, because I'm paying attention to that. That's not the classes from my algebra or something. So then some cases are slower paced than the others, and it's also annoying. But in general, I would recommend this game, you guys. Please take a look on that. Please play on that, and you have wonderful whatever it is time. Bye.